every movement begins with a moment, not of noise, but of belief. A belief that finance can be rebuilt, that leadership can be reborn, and that technology can serve people, not control them. In 2026, this belief becomes a journey carried by leaders, innovators, and pioneers, and told through 5 defining events. It begins with velocity, a moment where everything built during the 60-day pre-launch comes together on the world stage. This is not a conference. It is a celebration, a tribute to the builders carried the first spark of the Solnex ecosystem. The first 500 who turned ambition into reality. Velocity also marks an era-defining announcement. Metasol and Solnex join hands with global crypto bank, the world's first decentralized, self-custodial global banking and payments protocol. This partnership completes the final bridge, transforming your rewards ledger into a global financial hub. For our achievers, the journey begins with complimentary access, a free event pass, 3 nights of luxury accommodation, full access to Velocity, and a seat at the Genesis Gala. Velocity marks the sunrise, the point where the world sees the force behind Solnex for the very first time. 90 days after Velocity, it is time to build the next wave. Momentum is where raw potential becomes leadership, where new rank-ups are honored, where emerging giants are trained, and where expansion into key markets, the Middle East, South Asia, and Africa, begins with clarity and strength. This event fuels global acceleration, setting the tone for the next 6 months of explosive growth. Quantum marks the shift. The moment Metasol steps out of the community and into the world of institutional finance, at this summit, the world witnesses Quantum Yield as a Service, a treasury-grade yield engine designed for institutions, DAOs, protocols, and venture networks, crypto VCs, financial protocols, treasury managers. This is where they meet the technology that the Solnex community helped bring to life. This event elevates Metasol from an internal engine to a global financial standard, and it places Solnex members as the founding stakeholders of a B2B protocol long before TGE. What started with Velocity now arrives at its defining peak. At Ignition, the summit, the world gathers to witness the official token generation event of Dollar Metasol broadcast. Documented, historic, and then the Night of Legends. The Genesis Gala commemorates not just achievement, but the people who built the foundation for global success. After a year of breakthroughs, only the top 1% ascend to Zenith, the most exclusive reward in the Solnex world. Zenith is not a convention, it is a lifestyle experience, a private, ultra-luxury retreat designed to honor those who shape the future of the ecosystem. This is where loyalty is forged, where the legend of the brand is preserved, and where every member dreams of standing one day. 5 events, 1 movement, a community rising together, a technology redefining finance, a year that will echo across the global blockchain world. This is Solnex. This is Metasol. This is the year we make history.
Wonderful. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Ali. How are you doing today?
Rafaela?
Amazing as always. Looking
Nice to
forward
see
to
you.
Hong Kong. Can't wait.
Likewise, super excited.
Incredibly excited to meet all of you. Let's wait for Logan to hop on. We will just give it a few minutes and then we're ready to start. Oh, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Are you all as hyped as we are? It's just less than a week away. Our Velocity event is happening starting this February. So next week, the 9th through the 12th, the itinerary is already out. Visas and flights have already been issued. The tickets are out. So everyone is arriving Monday. We were super excited, not only for our official launch event, but we are also revealing our multi-million-dollar crypto banking partnership, as well as our Solnex Reserve Vault. So this is super excited. The vault will be completely transparent. So this is our massive global launch event. You don't want to miss it. So I can't wait to see. I really want to see each and every one of you there.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Incredibly exciting. I guess we're ready to go, right?
Think
Let's
so?
put some hands in the
Let's
chat.
go.
Amazing. Well, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are all around the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's webinar. We know everyone is very busy, so thank you for taking the time to be here with us and to celebrate fresh beginnings and exciting opportunities ahead. Be sure to stick around until the very end for some exciting announcements. If you're ready to dive into our business presentation, let's put some hats into the chat. Amazing. Looks great. Perfect. Well, this presentation will be posted on our website. It will be posted there publicly if you would like to go through it on your own as well. Perfect. Well, for us, the most important part is the foundation of regulated digital finance. CashPay is our parent company. We are bridging the gap between traditional banking and digital asset innovation. We have been in operation for 2 years, so since 2023. We have 100% regulatory adherence, and we are a Tier 1 bank custody in the EU jurisdiction. On to our journey of legitimacy. Founded in Prague, we received our virtual asset license on September the 6th, 2023. We are fully MiCA compliant, which means markets and crypto assets, which is a highly regulated services. Companies operating under MiCA must report to regulators. They need at least an office, 2 employees, and a CFO. We operate at a gold standard. Now you might be asking, what does that mean? It means first, we are based out of Prague. Second, we are authorized to operate in virtual assets. Third, our company details are publicly verified by Czech Republic law. And fourth, we are compliant in high standard jurisdictions, as you can see here. Well, the problem with today's market is that it is an ocean of noise. There is so much new data and opportunities every day. However, the paradox is, how do you decipher the genuine opportunities in all of the junk? With more than 15 terabytes of raw data daily, more than $10 billion in daily volume, more than 5,000 new tokens every 24 hours, what is our solution? The Metasol protocol.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rafaela. So, as you all know, we have our Metasol protocol, which is an on-chain yield engine. It requires 3 pillars. First, it scans the entire ecosystem, looking for any way to generate yield. Then, the cognitive core, or the brain, needs to make a decision. Where is the best place to deploy capital in the moment? Then, that's when the reflex engine kicks in and deploys the capital. As you all know, we have our fully online Metasol D app at metasol.ai. You see it here. Where everything is fully transparent. You see here trending tokens. These are all changing every day. So we're constantly scanning the ecosystem to see where's the alpha, where can we deploy funds and generate yield as fast as possible. So we scan trending tokens and we scan the gems. These are also changing every day. Top gainers. As you see, they are organized by price, 24-hour change, 24-hour change in volume, 24-hour change in price. And then also we have here large trades, or you may call it whale watching. So anytime a massive trade comes from any outside wallets that say we don't own, we need to keep track of it because this type of activity moves the market. So here you have all trades greater than $10,000. Here you have all trades greater than $50,000, and this is all in the last 24 hours. Then all trades greater than $100,000 listed here. Let's see if there's any greater than $1 million. Okay, not right now. So these three modules are all scanning trending tokens, gems, as well as large trades. Then we analyze the market here, bubble maps. You can see what's going on. Modi up 72.7%. And then once the engine makes a decision using AI, we have our sniper bots. And these bots are the ones taking action, deploying funds and generating that yield. So we have all the traders, snipers, whatever you want to call them, are all listed here. 7-day volume, 7-day P&L. You go to view. This is the wallet value. You can click any of them. Should open right up. Okay, this win rate, 7-day, they're not always winners. So fully transparency here. You see what is exactly going on with this wallet. There's a lot of FUD in the market right now, fear, uncertainty, and doubt that everybody is all caught up on. But luckily here at Metasol, we're in the right place. It doesn't matter if the market goes up, down, or sideways. We're making yield regardless. So here, win rate, 7-day, P&L distribution, analytics, all listed out here. Any suspicious activity will be listed here. So if they're instant sell, didn't buy, you'll see it's all listed. Shows you here each token this wallet is trading and how it's trading it. Portfolio. You can see how this is, how it is, what percentage it is allocating to each. Current holdings, all listed out here. Then you can go to activity where you could actually see the trades as they're happening in real time. If you want to follow yourself, you could go here. You'll see it on SolScan. Everything is fully online, transparent, and decentralized. That is our goal, to stick with the decentralized nature of the space, because the centralized days are over and we're all about the future, what's happening next. So thank you, Rafaela.
Thank you, Logan. Well, we are not just a white paper. The technology is fully online and functional. Everything is transparent and on-chain. For the Metasol engine, we have a token. The token ticker symbol is METASOL, and it runs on Solana. Tokenomics are very crucial for any token, also for longevity of the Metasol token. That is why everyone in the community is vested for over 3 years, with the exception of the ecosystem. There will be governance rights and future staking that we will discuss in future webinars. Now, there are 5 categories of tokenomics, as you can see here, with their allocated amounts for what purpose and their vesting schedule for all category holders. Now that we have tokenomics, what is important is to see where the liquidity is coming from, which is why we created the liquidity flywheel. We have the accelerator program, where we offer 50% loans, and the loan foreclosure fee is 10%, which is entirely injected into Metasol Engine's liquidity pool. For example, $1 million in loan repayment equals $100,000 of liquidity injection. We will be publishing our liquidity pool at our Velocity event in Hong Kong as one of the key launches. A graphical understanding will look, for example, like this. So more grid activation equals more members, which will equal more loan distribution, which equals more loan foreclosure fees injected into the liquidity pool. This is a visual impression of how the liquidity flywheel operates over a period of time. Every month, the Solnex community is growing, the grid activation is growing, the loan foreclosures are growing, and as more time passes, more liquidity is injected. Because there is only the injection of liquidity and no withdrawals, the graph continues exponentially upwards. All injections are being used for liquidity and nothing else. To understand what we will do with the liquidity, we need to first discuss our roadmap. So this roadmap is also on our website and in our white paper. We have already achieved all plans for Q4 of 2025. The Genesis launch, which includes Solnex platform and grids, public analytics dashboard, Sentient Ledger version 1.0. These roadmaps are related to our global tour. Well, 2026 is exciting for us as we will be expanding and we have a long journey together ahead. And our DEX will be launching shortly. 2027 is our infrastructure phase to generate even higher yield. 2028 is our fully decentralized autonomous organization era. Now, we have covered our corporate structure, the foundation of our company, and our yield engine. And now we will talk about our infrastructure building phase, which is Solnex. To feed the engine and build community, we are offering an affiliate program. And I guess it's best if Logan, you are explaining it.
Absolutely. Yes, Rafaela, we have our affiliate program. In case the 150 to 200% yield isn't quite exciting enough for you, we have this for people who want to achieve even more yield, right? So this is a smart calculation table. It shows for a period of 365 days because any grids, once activated, will be valid for 1 year. So this is a consolidated calculation based on that 1 year period. So let's jump in. So here you have your metrics, grid 1, grid 2, grid 3, up to grid 6. So there are a total of 6 grids. Here we have the price to activate each grid. Grid 1 is $25, grid 2, $75, grid 3, $225, all the way up if you activate all 6 grids for a total investment of $9,100. Now, as Rafaela mentioned, we offer a loan. We call it the accelerator program if you don't want to put up the full $9,100 up front. Our loan is equal to 50%. So 50% of the previous grid towards activating the next grid sequentially. So because there is no grid before grid 1, there will be no loan that you can take to reduce the $25 purchase price of grid 1. However, for grid 2, you may take a loan. So 50% of $25 is equal to $12.50. So you can, instead of paying the full $75 to activate grid 2, you will only pay $62.50 because $75 minus $12.50 gives you $62.50. Also, if you want to use your loan to activate grid 3, you will take a 50% loan on $75, which is equal to $37.50, subtracted from $225 and gives you $187.50 instead of the full $225, and so on until you activate all 6 grids. So this is just showing the loan used for activating grid 2 is $12.50. The grid used for activating grid 3, $37.50. Activating grid 4, $112.50, and so on, for a total loan value of $1,500 and $1,512.50. So just another way of showing this, your upfront cash, as we said, because there is no grid before grid 1, you would need the full $25 upfront to activate grid 1. However, as we said, you can use the accelerator towards activating grid 2. So instead of $75, the activation price for grid 2 is $62.50. Instead of $225 to activate grid 3, if you use the accelerator loan, your activation price is $187.50. And so on. If you want to activate all 6 grids, instead of the full activation price for activating all 6 grids of $9,100, you will only be investing upfront $7,587.50. So, as we said, and we show it on slides to come, for each grid, there is an APY from 150% in grid 1 up to 200% in grid 6. So this is just calculating your yield for you. You can check the math if you like. 125% of $25 is $37.50. 160% of $75 gives you $120. 170% of $225 gives you $382.50, and so on. For your total yield, if you activate all 6 grids, is $17,752.50. Now, if you do choose to use the accelerator, or as you can call them, loans, there is a 10% interest on these loans. So 10% of $12.50 is equal to $1.25. 10% of $37.50 is equal to $3.75. 10% of $112.50 is equal to $11.25, and so on. If you activate all 6 grids, your total interest you can possibly pay is $151.21 in interest. Sorry, and 25 cents. So now just calculate it again, just to show you. This will be a calculation for the loan plus the interest. So principal plus interest, $12.50 plus the $1.25 in interest gives you a total $13.75 for grid 3. The total would be for the principal plus the interest, $41.25. Grid 4, $123.75, and so on, for a total loan plus interest of $1,663.75. Now, let's calculate your net profit, right? This is what matters. Yield minus your loan repaid. This is the same because there is no loan, right, for grid 1. So you have the same yield, $37.50. For grid 2, because you're repaying the loan, you will be left with $106.25, because 120 minus 1375 gives you 106.25. For grid 3, you're left with a yield of $341.25. To activate all 6 grids, your net profit of $16,088.75. Now let's talk about your token reward. Now this is the token generation event that Rafael had mentioned earlier, which will be happening 365 days from Velocity, which is happening, you could say, next week. And so your token rewards is equivalent to the price needed to activate each grid. Not how much you paid, even though you used the loan accelerator, but how much it costs to activate each grid. So if you activate grid 1, you will be getting, because activating grid 1 costs $25, you will be getting an additional, on top of your yield, $25 in Metasol token airdropped to you exactly 1 year from activation. For grid 2, you will get, because it's $75 to activate grid 2, you will receive an additional $75 in Metasol token on top of your yield. For grid 3, an additional $225 in Metasol token bonus. All the way up, if you activate all 6 grids, for an additional bonus on top of the yield you're already receiving of $9,100. And these tokens, once you have them, you can do whatever you wish. You can save them, you can sell them immediately on the open market, or you can use them towards activating your grid for the next coming year. So let's calculate the total value. This is your net profit plus your token rewards. You have in grid 1, $62 because $37.50 plus $25. So your yield plus your token bonus gives you $62.50. So off a $25 investment, you're receiving profit of $62.50. For grid 2, for $75 grid activation, whether you use the accelerator or not, you're looking at your total value of $181.25. For grid 3, $566.25. This is if you use the activator alone. All the way up, if you activate all 6 grids, you're looking at a total profit value of $25,188.75 profit to you. So we also have something that's extremely unique. We have our insurance points. So the way our insurance points works is for every $1 you invest, you receive 100 insurance points. So if you activate grid 1, you will receive, for a $25 investment, you receive 2,500 insurance points. For grid 2, 7,500 insurance points. Grid 3, 22,500 insurance points. And all the way up, if you activate all 6 grids, you will have a total insurance points of 910,000 insurance points. If you don't understand them just yet, don't worry, we will explain them on slides to come. So this here is your 365-day representation of your earnings for Metasol investors. This is off just we will just show you the binary next, but this is off just yield profit alone. So off only your interest on your investment. Okay. So yes, I'll show you this 150% up to 200% in grid 6. So grid 1, the yield is 150%, grid 6, 200%, and it goes up by 10% each grid. So anyone who activates 6 grids gets, as you see, a full $9,100 in Metasol token bonuses after 365 days. So it's like a win-win. And as we said, insurance points we have as well. Extremely unique selling point here. Every dollar invested, you get 100 insurance points. So yeah, this is exciting stuff. So let's look at some key metrics here from this table. So total investment, if you use the accelerator, is $7,587.50. Total yield, $17,752.50. Loans repaid, if you choose to take out the loan, $1,663.75. Net profit, if you use the loan, $16,088.75. This is not including your Metasol token bonus. Metasol token value, when you activate all 6 grids, you'll have a $9,100 airdrop. And your insurance points, because each dollar equals 100 insurance points, you have 910,000 insurance points. So when you activate all 6 grids, you're looking at about 330% APY. So that is your profit after 365 days. So after 1 year, this will be your profit. So let's go now and explain to you more about insurance points. So this is what is called a born to burn mechanism. So as we said, for each dollar, your IPs are added, and for each withdrawal, your IPs are burned. So if any IPs are not cashed out by you, they are fully backed in our Solnex Reserve Vault, which we will be revealing next week. This will be a transparent and fully on the blockchain, and anyone, anywhere, anytime can access it and see for themselves that these funds are there and they are secure. So this reserve is a plan for any potential insolvency situation in the future, because the whole purpose of issuing and burning insurance points As we said, 20% of all outgoing funds goes towards the vault. So this is what is backing your insurance points. So let's look at this in a graphical manner. As you see here, this graph is a representation of the born to burn mechanism of insurance points. As we said, $1 equals 100 insurance points. So for example, a $1,000 deposit is equal to 100,000 insurance points. You guys all have this tracker in your dashboard actually, so you can check it out. We are all about having these solutions in place before any problems arise. This insurance mechanism is on point and it's for the investors. So far we've spoken about our foundation, our engine, the liquidity flywheel, insurance points. And up until this point, we covered the APY, so the yield for our members. But what if you want to accelerate more? You want more profit. You want to benefit more from building your business. We will now cover our Solnex rewards program. So this is the binary direct rewards. I'm sorry, the direct rewards. We have direct rewards, and then after that, we'll get to binary. So stay with me. So this is for the members who want to build another stream of income on top of the 330% that you can earn from just investing passively. We have our direct rewards. So your first 2 referrals, they qualify you. There are no rewards for those. However, your third direct referral onwards, you will receive a 5% reward. And anytime a new grid is purchased in your third referral onward, you will receive a 5% commission on that as well. So for those who want to build more streams of income, we have our next system. This is our binary system. And if those of you familiar with binary, we will explain right now. So to qualify for binary, you need 1 direct referral on your left side and 1 direct referral on your right side. Once you have 1 direct referral on your left and 1 direct referral on your right, you are qualified for binary rewards. So we have 6 types of binary rewards in our Solnex grids 1 through 6. So you have 6 different rewards are for 6 different grid matchings. So when it comes to matching, grid 1 matches with grid 1, grid 2 matches with grid 2, grid 3 matches with grid 3, and so on. You will receive binary rewards for each grid for your weaker leg. So for example, say today you have $50 of business in your grid 1 for your binary rewards in your weaker leg. Then your income is $6. There are binary rewards caps, and we will get to these on the next slide. So also you should note that binary rewards are paid out daily. So they're instant. So for a binary system, let's look at the breakdown. Okay, as we said, these are paid out daily. So depending on the grid, your binary match percentage will vary, and so will your daily cap limit. So let's discuss this slide. So just like previous grid we looked at, you have the metric here, grid 1, 2, 3, 4, up to grid 6. The price to activate, same as on the previous, $25 to activate grid 1, $75 to activate grid 2, $225 to activate grid 3. If you activate all 6 grids, total investment, $9,100. And here we have the annual APY that I was just verbally telling you before, but now you can see it written out here. So it's 150% up to 200%. Each grid increasing by 10% APY. Now we have yield value. So again, just calculating, we did this on the previous. 150% of $25 is $37.50. 160% of $75 is $120. 170% of $225 is $382, and so on. If you activate all 6 grids for a total yield value, $17,752.50. Now our binary match percentage is 12% for grid 1. And those of you familiar with any other binary systems, this is extremely high. So grid 2, 8%, grid 3, 7%, and so on. Daily capping and grid 1, 100. For grid 2, 300. Grid 3, 600. up to grid 6 at 10,000. And if you activate all 6 grids, you can receive $17,500 in binary rewards daily. So if this excites you, let's see some thumbs up in the chat. All right. So let's look at some metrics from this table as well. Your APY, as we showed you, from grid 1 to grid 6, 150 to 200%. Matching, binary matching percentage up to 12% at grid 1. Daily capping from 100 in grid 1 to 10,000 in grid 6. So you are eligible to receive all rewards if you have activated the same grid level yourself. So in order to receive all grid 6 binary rewards, you must activate all 6 grids. If you don't have the same grid activated, you will have 72 hours to claim that reward by activating the same grid yourself. So for example, if you have $1,000 in commission from your binary rewards tree, grid 4, but you have only activated up to grid 3 yourself, this income will be held for you in your unclaimed income wallet for 72 hours or until you activate grid 4 and receive your commissions. Any business volume that has not been matched is carried forward for you indefinitely because we never want to waste your effort. So this brings us to our next type of reward, the Solnex Ranks rewards. So anyone on your team using the accelerator to pay less upfront costs will qualify you for your Ranks rewards. We have 12 Ranks rewards levels. The first 10 are paid out weekly. The top 2, levels 11 and 12, are paid out all at once instantaneously. So every Friday, the system checks and grants you your rewards based on your highest rank based on your loan matching volume. So let's look at qualification table to clarify. Here we are. As we said, the first 10, so activator through legend, are all paid out weekly, where you have 11 and 12, Grandmaster and Samurai, are all paid out in one-time instant payment. So activator is what many of you achieved and is why we will be seeing you next week in Hong Kong at our Velocity event and Macau. So many of you have already qualified for this. Congratulations. Can't wait to see you. Activator through legend, as we said, are all paid out weekly. And for levels 11 and 12, the Grandmaster and Samurai are paid out one-time instant. So this is a big reward for bringing millions into the system, right? So activator, required matching volume, 5,000. Weekly reward, $30 for a total reward, 300, paid out over 10 weeks. Mentor, required volume loan matching, 10,000. Weekly reward, $60, paid out full 600 over 10 weeks. If we go up to Grandmaster and Samurai, though, if you bring 5 million, you are receiving 1,000 Solana instantly, one-time payment. Samurai, at 10 million, you receive 10 Bitcoin paid out to you instantly, one-time payment. Many of you will qualify for these ranks, so this is very exciting. This brings us to our transaction rules. So the same currencies are available for deposits and withdrawals. Solana, as well as USDT on TRC and BEP20 networks. As previously mentioned, 20% goes to securing the Solnex Reserve Vault. However, you can also make peer-to-peer transfers with your transfer wallet on your dashboard for only a 5% fee. So you can load up your transfer wallet for 5% and send to others to build your business. So far, we've covered
everything, right, Logan? Thank you. I think we have covered our foundation, most importantly, legitimacy, the Metasol engine, the token and tokenomics, the liquidity flywheel, our roadmap, the reserve mechanism, insurance points, our smart calculator table for passive earners, the reward program for active builders, the ranks, and our transaction rules. Amazing. Can't wait, looking forward. Well, we have to tell you something exciting and new updates. Our Metasol decentralized exchange will be rolling out very soon, bringing the next level of performance and innovation to decentralized trading. Also, in Thailand, we revealed our partnership with the world's first fully decentralized bank we are partnering up with, and this will bring sovereign finance mainstream. Incredibly excited.
We are super excited because we are officially revealing the multi-million-dollar decentralized banking partnership as well as our Solnex vault next week. So this is super exciting. Let's see some excitement in the chat if you'll be there.
Absolutely. I have goosebumps.
Yeah, this is amazing. Can't wait, guys.
Absolutely. We want you to be part of this journey. We want to meet and greet you and recognize your work throughout this journey. We have many strong events taking place this year, our launch event being Velocity in Hong Kong next week. Many strong qualifiers will be at these next 5 events. The qualifications are out now at solnex.ai. This presentation will be available on our social media for you to refer back to. Also, very soon we will have our Hindi Zoom business presentations. Please follow us on Telegram at Solnex official announcement page and Metasol official. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Looking forward to see you in Hong Kong. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Ali. Thank you to the community.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time
Thank
and
you so
attention.
much.
I'll see you very soon.
Thank you so much. Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys. See you.
The future of on-chain finance ignites. Velocity 2026. The global launch of Solnex and the unveiling of Metasol Protocol's most powerful alliance yet. A strategic partnership with Global Crypto Bank powered by Visa. Instant banking. Seamless stablecoin integration. Your rewards ledger now connects directly to the global economy. A tribute to the builders who led the 60-day pre-launch. This event is for them, the early visionaries who shaped Solnex. Access to Velocity 2026 is earned, and every detail matters. To earn the complimentary pass, members must achieve the activator rank or higher during the qualification window from November 10th to January 10th. This includes luxury stay, full access, and entry to the gala at no cost. 3 days across Hong Kong and Macau, crafted for the builders who will define the next decade of decentralized finance. A launch event unlike anything the industry has seen. Secure your place. Qualify before January 10th. This is where the next chapter begins, Velocity 2026. The future accelerates here.